Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to get into a topic that's super important, but can feel a little sensitive. Figuring out when a woman is truly turned on. Let's be real. When a guy is ready to go, the signs are pretty obvious. Things get bigger, harder, and it's basically a green light. But for women, it's often a more subtle and complex language. So how do you read the clinical signs that she's not just willing, but genuinely aroused and ready for an amazing time with you? Today, I'm breaking it all down. If you learn to spot these signs, you'll know exactly when to make your move. All right, let's get into it. First off, what does turned on actually mean for a woman? It's a powerful combination of physical and emotional readiness. It's a signal that she wants to connect, to be intimate. It's that moment when she craves being loved, touched, and caressed. She wants to feel those soft, gentle touches on her skin, building up to that ultimate moment where all she can think about is taking your hand, guiding you to her, and feeling you inside of her. That, in a nutshell, is arousal. So, how do you know she's reached that point? It often starts with the body telling a story her words might not be ready to say. Before she says a word, her body is already sending signals. It starts with the eyes. You might notice her eyes seem wider, more intense. There's a scientific reason for this. When you're aroused, your brain gets a rush of hormones like dopamine and norepinephrine, which can cause your pupils to dilate. It's a subconscious signal of deep interest and focus. But it's not just about pupil size. Pay attention to where she's looking. For us women, when we're turned on, one of the first things we look at is the lips. If you're talking and you notice her gaze keeps dropping from your eyes down to your lips, that's a huge sign. She's not just listening to your words. She's imagining what it would feel like to kiss you, what those lips would feel like on her skin. Her eyes will be wide open, taking in every line of your body, the muscles, your abs, biceps, or thighs. And of course, we definitely won't miss your private area. The subtle touches. You might also see a flush on her chest and neck, or find her subconsciously touching her own neck, lips, or hair. These are self-soothing gestures that also draw your attention to her erogenous zones. She might start finding excuses to touch you, a lingering hand on your arm, brushing a piece of lint off your shoulder, or a hug that lasts just a second longer than usual. This is her body's way of closing the distance and initiating that physical connection she's craving. This is one of the more conscious and deliberate signs. Normally, your partner might dress very modestly, but if her usual comfy sweats and t-shirts are suddenly replaced by something a little more intentional, pay attention. This could mean she's wearing a low-cut top that shows off her cleavage, or her shorts are a little shorter to highlight her butt. Or maybe she walks in wearing just a white button-down shirt that comes down to her hips, to show off her curves. My friend, you're done for. And this goes for what's underneath, too. If you discover she's wearing a matching set of sexy lace lingerie, especially when it's not a special occasion, it's rarely a coincidence. That's a signal meant just for you. When women invest in lace, they've also likely paid attention to grooming to make sure that every time you're intimate, her man will be absolutely floored. While many women can be shy about talking about sex, when she's genuinely turned on, she might be the one to bring it up. This can be subtle or incredibly direct. It could be a flirty text in the middle of the day saying things like, "I'm so wet," or asking, "How many minutes do you usually last?" Or a simple, "Are you free tonight?" When she sends that text, she is giving you a massive green light. And you have to understand, when she gives you the green light, you need to go. If she gives you the green light and you're still standing at the red light, she's not going to like that. I've seen this happen in real life. I have a buddy who's a great guy, but a little old-fashioned. He was in a long-term relationship and believed in waiting until marriage for sex. For years, their intimacy was limited to holding hands and chaste kisses on the forehead. His girlfriend was patient, but eventually she started sending every signal in the book. She'd dress up for him, she'd give him those long, lingering looks at his lips. She practically spelled out what she wanted, but he was so stuck in his principles that he ignored all of it. Well, after a few years, he got cheated on. He grew a very long pair of horns, and not just one pair, he had like 4 or 5 pairs from different guys, some of whom were his own friends. His girlfriend was craving a physical connection that he wasn't providing, and she eventually found it elsewhere. They're married now and have a baby on the way. My friend is probably watching this video, and dude, if you are, it's time for a reality check. Don't treat your partner like a fragile flower you can only admire from a distance. Intimacy is a crucial part of a relationship. When she's giving you the signs, she's trusting you with her desire. Don't let that trust go to waste. This is the final and most powerful sign. Instead of just hinting, she takes control. Suddenly, when things are calm, she comes over to you and starts rubbing your shoulders, asking, "Did you have a tiring day at work?" Or you come home from work to find she's cooked an incredible meal, beautifully set on the table, full of things like oysters, bean sprouts, or blanched onions. On the surface, she's just being an amazing, caring partner. But there's an unspoken message. Eat up. Get your strength up so you can perform later. When she starts going out of her way to pamper you like this, it's often foreplay. She's setting the stage for a night of passion, and I predict your bed is going to break that night. So there you have it, some of the key signs that she is truly turned on and ready for you. Understanding this language isn't about being a mind reader. It's about being an attentive and connected partner. When you learn to see and respond to these cues, you're not just setting yourself up for great sex, but for a deeper, more intimate relationship. What did I miss? Are there other signs you've noticed? Drop them in the comments below so we can all learn from each other. Thanks for taking the time to watch. If you found this helpful, do me a favor and hit that like and share button. And of course, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. See you in the next video.